Hello everyone, welcome back to another class. So this is lesson number 4 for NPSC Mains free class presented by Let's Crack NPSC. So before we start our class, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comments below, or you can follow me on the social media. The link will be provided in the description. So like last time, one answer writing practice shuru guru, and you can write it down for your exam purposes. So this is lesson number 4 to help you with and this class has been specially prepared to help you with your NPSC preparation and answer writing gonna help grow lesson, and this is free of course. So let us start the class. Naglen sure grow. First question: discuss the role of Nectar project in improving the quality of education in Nagaland. So Nectar project to ke first of all, Nectar project to World Bank lute milena Department of Education lute goshe, and Nectar la full form dike Nagaland Education Project, the lighthouse to improve and enhance the quality of education and learning outcomes of government schools in Nagaland. So improve our quality education enhance kurule idu Nectar project to launch kurse, and this project envisages to directly benefit kima students 1,50,000 students government schools there, 20,000 teachers including the primary teacher, the graduate teacher, postgraduate teacher, and 100 district and sub-district officers, that is SDEO and DEO, district education officer kange, and 2,000 school management committee kange help grow SMC, and it aims to enhance the governance of schools across the state, improvement in teaching practice, and enhancement of learning environment. So first though, tala aim dike the governance of school means school kina govern gurule, improvement in teaching process to dynamic banaule, and next though enhancement of learning, overall learning environment means students can kina information to absorb kre kina tangi janai dule, how to make them understand in a simple way. Idu overall learning environment ki improve kurle Nectar project launch kurje with the Department of Education along with the World Bank. So to improve kur first to improving system and school management system do our school to kina manage kuri idu improve kurle through kina increase efficiency and implementing technology whenever possible to bridge the gaps to technology use korna. It aims to increase strengthen the overall education management information system of the state to enhance service delivery, increase the use of technology to improve teaching and learning, strengthening of school leaving certificate examination, and strengthening governance and capacity building system for service providers and clients. Basically the case though, suppose government school go be Mallory, so their teachers are not attending the school, they are not teaching the students. So through the Nectar project done by biometric attendance system or aro takange before entering the class or before leaving the class tangi attendance tibule lage. So this is the use of technology in school to aro to tan attendance jana kole it will report directly to the directorate, and they will issue warning to the teachers to attend the class. So idu ki karne sukle to increase the use of technology use kore to improve the teaching and learning, strengthening the exam means school can the exam conduct kore idu be more strict, more strengthened kore, and capacity building for service provider and clients means alak private company milena idu education to provide kore. For example, Naga 8 connect as you must have come across this Naga 8. So Naga 8 is a startup in Nagaland to help with the school education department to create various teaching learning program for students. Next to enhancing teaching learning environment. So those teaching learning environment to enhance kore, like for example student can get science shigaja. For example, the teachers is teaching the digestive system, so book to the digestive system najine, but means likhina ase, but the students are not able to understand how it actually works. So using various technology like computer aided design or using virtual reality or computer animation, idu learning process enhance growth. So this is the enhanced teaching and learning environment and use of artificial intelligence also for learning. And technical assistance to idu ki technology use korle idu tangi provide koro through this they will finance ongoing monitoring, impact evaluation and third party assessment of project activities and outcomes. Does it undertake immediate COVID-19 response measures and enabling and support enabling activities such as communication and capacity building at the state level institutions for effective implementation of and resource efficient resourcing and implementation and sustainability of the project. So this is the Nagaland project, that is the nectar. So let us next to polity explain good. What are the various features of the representation of the People's Act? Examine. So representation of People's Act, the case of RPA, it is 1950 or 51 the launch project, or it is related to the election of the country, whether it is Lok Sabha or Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha or the Legislative Assemblies or the Council. So it is state or central elections karne representation of People's Act to pass kori 1950 or 51. First, let us state the origin the case. Article 324 के the Election Commission of India. तो Article 324 de लिखना है. तो 329 in part 15 of the Constitution provides for the country's electoral system, means election system. तो it will provide करे. The Constitution confers upon the Parliament the power to enact laws for all matters connected to the elections of the Parliament and the state legislature. So ಇದು parliament के power देना से constitution बा तान ಇದು prime minister or council of ministers MPs MLAs chief ministers कंगे appoint करले parliament बा parliament के power देना से by the constitution through article 324 to 329 conduction of elections or representation of people's act ಇದು सब तो. So first representation of people's act 1950 दी launch करছে pass करছে और ಇದು की करने सुकले तो first the allocation of seat in Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly through direct election, means Nagaland the 60 seats as a Legislative Assembly karne or for Lok Sabha 1 seat as it is up to representation of people's act likhina. Voters qualification for the election, voter kan kiman holle 18 years holle puila to 21 years section will be through an amendment in 1989 and 1988-89 fale idu age to 18 years panai diche. So idu representation of the representation of people's act provides for qualification of voters to 18 years ase. Delimitation of constitution, delimitation means idu area de kiman ki koi voter kiman thakole aro MLA kiman thakole idu sob to delimitation ase. So idu under delimitation commission ba settle kore, and the Indian president can alter the constituencies after due consultation with the election commission. So delimitation be Indian president will pare in consultation with the ECA. And preparation of electoral roll the case means udu voter list emone kiman ase udu ward for example Dimapur 1 de kiman election kim idu colony de kiman manu jama korna ase for elections, for giving votes, electoral roll idu ke electoral roll go. So next though, representation of people's act 1951. So 1950 though basically just a normal just a go through, just a thorough as a just a simple act as a little bit more thorough though representation of people's act 1951 ide ido ki koi MLA kan MP kan ki karne disqualify ho tan ki criteria de disqualify ho tan ki korile disqualify ho ido sob to likhina ase. So representation of people's act 1951 the case of First, the only qualified voter is eligible to contest for election in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Means voter ekta tai qualified hole tai elections te tai contest koribo paro. Aro SC or ST la seat te general manan nojujibo. That means they will not come. General manu ekta SC ST la seat te naibo. Or ekta any person found guilty of any of the following shall be disqualified for a period of 6 years to contest elections after release hunjo. Means suppose ekta MLA ekta jail diye. So for 6 years tai election contest korna paro. Aro ki karne ase kole to promoting hatred and enmity between class. Means for example Brahmins or Kshatriya Brahmins or Dalit la mujhe jagar olai dise thai provoking words bujhe. So he will be disqualified. Influencing election means election to influence karna returning officer polling officer ngak poisa dina election to EVM kon the temper bulleter kole to be khao means guilty ho bribery poisa dina election jitu bole. Rape means suppose rape korje against woman, spreading religious disharmony, communalism promote korna. Next to practicing untouchability practice crucially be khao importing and exporting prohibited goods like drugs, alcohol, etc. Aro drugs bikri korela, terrorism they engage korela. Aro tai election de najadam de who the candidate to 2 years karne jail jana dekle do he will be disqualified. A candidate can also be disqualified if he has engaged in any corrupt practice or excluded for related government contracts. For example, like corruption karne tourism. So he will not be eligible. Disqualification if a candidate fails to declare his asset. So either the sub mano before election, whether it is the Prime Minister of India or the Chief Minister of Nagaland, tala asset to tai declare kurlo. Means tai mati ki man ase, tai property ki man ase to sab to declare kurlo through the my neta portal. My neta kuna thai ko da ekta website ko da de you can find the property of all the ministers including the Chief Minister of Nagaland, including the Prime Minister, anyone, MPs, MLAs, sab la pai jabo. That requires all political parties to be registered with the Election Commission. So whether it is BJP, INC, NDPP, anyone, Election Commission under the register hone la to grow la. A party can take donations from individual or company within the India but not government owned ones, and contribution from foreign entities are not allowed. So donation do in terms of electoral bond. So electoral bond do for example like the company ekta political party ke paisa di bole munjai as donations, so he can give. And the nodal bank, the bank responsible for electoral bonds is what? The State Bank of India. Arado like ekta ka duita ka nga no, it should be in terms of 1,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakhs, 1 crore. In terms of this means iman inga amount de divol pare. And each political party should report a donation of rupees 20,000 received for any person or company. And the political party ekta national party who karne tai 6% power in the assembly elections in not more than 4 states or win at least 2% of Lok Sabha seat from at least 3 states to be recognized as a political party. India there are 6 national parties. For example, let us take an example of the National People's Party, NPP. NPP though it Meghalaya de bishi famous ase and Nagaland bhi ase NPP though. So ekta national party declare korle ki hole. For example, just take an example of national recently declared national party, that is Aam Aadmi Party. Ito Arvind Kejriwal party though. So let us look an example. The national party status to kina paise. That is a party gets a minimum of 6% of valid votes from assembly elections not in more than 4 states. So Aam Aadmi Party though tai 6% populate state election de at least not in more than 4 states. For example, Delhi there ase tai power de ase, Punjab there ase, Gujarat there ase tai, and tai Maharashtra there ase, like that. So 4 states to hoise. Aam Aadmi Party, or win at least 2% of the seats in Lok Sabha. So Lok Sabha de at least 2% seat thakula. There is Lok Sabha la representative is Aam Aadmi Party la from at least 3 states. So 3 states papa all, and for state political parties, these are the criteria. And candidates should deposit rupees 25,000 as security for Lok Sabha election and 12,500 for other elections. Next, question number 2. Analyze the significance of different motion in parliamentary system to uphold democracy and ensures political stability. So parliamentary system de motion ki ke idu sob explain kureba. So first is adjournment motion. Adjournment motion to case of a motion for adjournment is moved to discuss a definite matter of urgent public importance and must be of immediate concern with the speaker's consent. For example, Women Reservation Act 2023 idu bishi important bill actually. So if the Lok Sabha feels that it is very important, then alag matter to chhari dibe. Idu first kuru hoga na, they'll pass the adjournment motion to if it is of urgent public importance. Aru kunba consent de the speaker ba consent diu. Aru Lok Sabha de aru the 50 members ba, it means taiwa acha gul. So this is the adjournment motion. Next, closure motion. Closure motion to, for example, Forest Conservation Act. Forest Conservation Act la bill do bishi lamba ba chuleza. So idu debate to end grow muje. That is, they want to pass this quickly. So idu closure motion to pass grow. That is, it is a motion passed by a member to cut short the debate on a matter before the House. If the motion is approved by the House, debate is stopped forthwith and the matter is put to vote. So means idu jaldi kam khatam karna vote jaule. So idu closure motion mate. Next, short duration discussion. So idu under rule 193 or 176 of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha respectively as a are MPs kangai to discuss a specific issue of public importance without voting on it. For example, the security breach. Idam parliamentary security breach around 141 politicians were they were disqualified. So to discuss this, short duration discussion to pass to discuss important issue. Non-confidence motion. Non-confidence motion di case of political party to favored as na nai tangla test krole. So Lok Sabha te pass kore, are the 50 members for pass kore. Are the non-confidence motion do, for example, so 545 Lok Sabha member de Lok Sabha de tan non-confidence motion to pass kore, or if 2/3 do tan ba acha government do kam nai kule to, if they pass the non-confidence motion de government do fail ho jao. That means BJP government giri jao and notun elections to whole grow. So non-confidence motion as a. Next, privilege motion. A member can initiate this motion when they believe that the minister has violated the privilege of the House or members by withholding crucial information of the case or providing inaccurate and manipulated facts. For example, just let us take an example. COVID-19 la time de. In COVID-19 la time de, for example, the minister ba question oda de, for example, manu do more than 20 lakhs morise. 20 manu lakhs morise. Or the database, but minister ba ki only 10 lakhs morise. So he is withholding the fact that more than 20 lakhs have died, but he is reporting that only 10 lakhs have died. So it is withholding crucial information as or providing inaccurate and manipulated facts. So the privilege motion go, or the to express disapproval and criticize the minister's action, the health minister's action. So privilege motion do pass kore. Motion of thanks do khotam modam de means president la address to khotam modam de do motion of thanks to pass kore. For example, parliament session de kun ba first mate kun the president ba first inaugurate kore the parliament, the every session, that is monsoon session holibe winter session holibe aro budget session holibe president ba first shuru kore so president ba speech kotom hobe motion of thanks kodai to express gratitude aro cut motion to last ke jugli to reduce the amount of the demand in the budget. This passage is passed by the Lok Sabha that amounts to expression of one of parliamentary confidence in government and may lead to its resignation. So cut motion, for example, 20 hectare scheme, for example, 20,000 crore loan buys. So it, for example, it is not needed only 10,000 crore like so it cut motion the pass corner do 10,000 20,000 crore do 10,000 crore reduce crore le it cut motion the pass kore. So this is the answer. Next, geography guru. Question is El Nino and La Nina weather phenomena has become a significant factor for India's agriculture. Examine. So El Nino or La Nina the India la impact with this. So El Nino case is Christ child be made are Peruvian coastline de bishi that is South America. So El Nino means little boy or Christ child. Usually December file observe warm areas. So El Nino means little boy or Christ child in Spanish. The phenomenon is thus named after because it was first recognized by South American fishermen. In the early part of the 17th century, the events warm water in the Pacific Ocean tends to occur in December, hence the name is chosen. So ಇದು North America or South America la map ase. So South America la map de ಇದು warm water Pacific Ocean de. So upper de Atlantic ole the Pacific Ocean azu do niche phale. So Pacific Ocean de gorom pani aise bole do usually in December. So idu ge El Nino bole. So El Nino refers to large scale atmospheric climate interaction linked to periodic warming of sea surface temperature across the central and east central equatorial Pacific. It is associated with high pressure in the western Pacific. El Nino adversely impacts the Indian monsoon and hence agriculture in India. So it was El Nino. So basically, for example, what you need to write is this. That is El Nino little boy or Christ child. Aredo South American fishermen gamba observe in 17th century. Warm water are usually observed in the Pacific Ocean in December. It was aredo high pressure in Western Pacific though associated as next La Nina it will opposite case little girl in Spanish aredo idu El Nino to gorom ase La Nina to thanda water. So the water temperature in Eastern Pacific gets colder than normal. As a result, there's high pressure over the Eastern Equatorial Pacific. So now there's low pressure in the Western Pacific and of Asia. So La Nina do key cause drought in Peru and Ecuador, heavy rain in Australia or India de high temperature and good monsoon in rains in India. So La Nina is actually beneficial for Indian monsoon. So La Nina do cold water hodo India karone monsoon karone beshi beneficial ase. So impact of La Nina and El Nino in India. So remember this, La Nina do cold ase, El Nino do warm ase. Aru El Nino do little boy or Christ child, La Nina do little girl ase. And idu dida compare to La Nina is beneficial ase for India. So India is a farm-based country with around 50% of the area under cultivation. Soon. Also, the Indian agriculture system largely depends on the strength of monsoon and the quantity of precipitation. We know that India agriculture to monsoon beshi depend kore. Pani gishi kule to pala jay. Pani girna kule to drought or famine kan occur. Thus, La Nina condition is very much favorable for Indian agriculture condition and economy. This way, a La Nina effect will create sufficient precipitation in India, directly boosting the farm produce. On the other hand, heavy rainfall, though like La Nina the balaje pani kero libe bishi pani kero libe ki hoy flood hoje India de ar flood hojikle to crop control biya hoje sai kisam do bishi alibi biya je ar kom di actually biya je. So on the other hand, heavy rainfall causes floods in some areas affecting people's life and economy. However, El Nino during the winter causes warm condition. Ardo warm hogane drought kan anide means pani girado kom diuje. So it creates drought-like situation and affect agriculture. The crops like paddy, groundnut, maize, guar, castor, mung, dur, and bajra are greatly affected from El Nino condition. So with this we can know that El Nino or La Nina the case of El Nino ba suga banade or La Nina ba pani girade. Only La Nina bishi ulido it will create floods. So with this the fourth class for NPSC has been completed. I hope you all understood something, and if you have any doubts you can ask me in the social media. The link will be provided in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and all the best for your exam. Thank you.